Okay, here there are few, you can say few sums from the same exercise, but the divisor here is not, it is polynomial, or you can say it is binomial. As you can see, this is a divisor y plus 4, which is a binomial. There are two terms. So I'm going to explain you again these four sums, and the remaining sums you are going to solve and send me photocopy of that through WhatsApp. Okay, so let us start. Here the dividend is this, right? Y square plus 10y plus 24. Divisor is this, that is y plus 4, which is written over here. As I said earlier, the first thing is to observe the order, or the dividend should be, all the terms of the dividend, they should be mentioned in the descending order of power. That is, as you can see here, y square plus 10y plus 24. So there is a descending order of power, because if this order is not correct, then you cannot carry on with the division process. That is the thing which is I would like to remind you of. And now the first thing is to observe the first term of the dividend, which is y square. Okay, and the first term of the divisor is y. So we will divide y square by y, so that we will get y, which will go where? In the quotient part. It is written over here. Okay, and after that what you are going to do is, this y is going to multiply each term of the divisor. Okay, so y into y will give you y square, which is written over here, and y into 4y will give you 4y term, which is written here. Okay, below the 10y. So always observe the power of, or whatever the terms that you are writing. Then after that, since it is a subtraction, that means of course you have to change the sign of the number terms which are to be subtracted. So here, since the original sign is plus, you will change it to minus. Here also the original sign is plus 4y, so that is why you will have to change it to minus without fail, because here if you make a mistake, the rest of the division will go wrong. So please be careful here. So now it is 10y minus 4y will give you 6y. Okay, y square will give you nothing but 0. Then after that 24 you will take down here. Now this is going to be a new dividend. 6y is a term. Now here 6y is divided by the first term of divisor, that is y, which will give you nothing but 6, and that term is written over here, plus 6. Okay. Now this new term, which is written as a quotient, that is going to multiply both the terms of the divisor. Okay, and those terms are to be subtracted. That is 6 into 6y will give you 6y, and 6 into 24 will give you plus 24. Again here you will have to change the sign, since it is a subtraction process, and therefore, but then since both the terms are same, therefore the remainder has to be nothing but 0. So the quotient is y plus 6, remainder is 0. Exactly the same process is done here also. The method is not different. The same sequence is to be repeated. The first step is to check whether all the terms of the dividend are in the ascending order of the power. So yes, they are. 4x cube plus 2x square plus 3x plus 0. After that, observe the first term of dividend, which is to be divided by first term of the divisor. So 4x cube divided by x, obviously it will give you nothing but 4x square, which is to be written here as a first term of quotient, 4x square, and this quotient is going to multiply each term of the divisor. Okay, so that is how we get these two terms, 4x cube minus 16x square. Okay, which has to be written below this. 2x square and 16x square, they have this 16x square has to be, there should be one below the other. Then the next step is to change the sign of the terms which are to be subtracted. So here the first sign is, original sign is plus, so that is why it is to be changed to negative. Here the original sign is minus, so it has to be changed to positive. So I have 2x square plus 16x square. So addition will take place. So I am getting 18x square, right? Then the next step is what? Again divide first term of the dividend by first term of the divisor. Then after that the same sequence is again and again repeated. There is no other sequence. Okay. Only thing is that you have to watch out for one thing, which was the case in the previous yesterday, the sums which I had sent you. Whenever you are observing the first term of the dividend, observe the power. If this power is less than the power of first term of divisor, then you cannot do the division further. You have to stop the division right there. Okay, so just remember that. So that was a mistake I was trying to point out the other day. But here, as you can see in this case, this is a x square term. So power is higher than this term, which here where the power is nothing but 1, right? So we can divide. So 18x square is divided by x. Therefore, you will get plus 18x. Then again this quotient term will multiply each term of the divisor in order to give you the terms which are to be subtracted. So you will get two terms, 18x square minus 72x, because 18 4s are 72 and the sign is negative. So it is going to be minus. Okay. Then the next step is what? That is the signs we will have to change for the terms which are to be subtracted. So here the sign will change to minus. Here the sign has to change to plus. So be careful here, extra careful here. Okay. And because we have to write down all these changed sign also. Now here plus 3x plus 72x will give you obviously nothing but 75x. Then after that again the same sequence is repeated. 75x is to be divided by first term of the divisor, that is x, giving you 75 as a quotient. Then the next step is what? This 75 is going to multiply each term of the divisor. Therefore you will get here two terms, 75x and minus 300. Why? Because 75 4s are 300 and the sign is negative. Then 75x and 75x will get subtracted, giving you 0. And here again if you change the sign, the original sign is negative, so you will have to change the sign to positive since it is a subtraction. Therefore here the final remainder will be nothing but plus 300. Okay, so the same sequence is repeated, but still I will explain you this rest of the sums also. Two sums I have chosen and the remaining sums you have to do. Okay. Now here again the divisor is x minus 4. First of all check all the powers of the dividend terms. Okay, then 4x cube is to be divided by x, giving you 4x square. This 4x square term will multiply each term of the divisor, giving you terms which are to be subtracted, nothing but 4x cube and minus 16x square. Okay, because here it is negative sign. Again the next step same, you have to change the sign before the actually carrying out the summation. So here the original sign was negative, so I have changed it to plus. Okay, so 2 plus 16x square will give you 18x square. Then you will take the next term also down here and you will write down here as it is, that is plus 3x. Then this 18x square, it is going to divide, or it is going to be divided by first term of the divisor, which is nothing but x, giving you plus 18x as a next term of the quotient. Then this 18x is going to multiply each term of the divisor in order to give you the terms which are to be subtracted, 18x square and minus 72x. Okay, so always be careful whenever there is a negative sign. Okay, whatever you are doing, whether you are doing the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, negative sign is always a danger sign. So you have to do it very carefully. Otherwise, unnecessarily you will make this thing, the calculation errors. So that is why always check all negative. Whenever there is negative sign is there, negative sign means danger sign. Remember it this way. Okay. Now the next thing is to change the sign. Here 18x minus 18x square will give you 0 obviously, and here the original sign is minus 72x, which is going to be changed to plus 72x. Now 3x and plus 72x will give you 75x, and this is how we carry on. Again it is the same thing. Is it the same? Acha, okay, this was the same sum. Oh, fine. I did not even understand. Yeah, the same sum I repeated, but no problem. You can choose some other sum to solve. Now here the last sum I have chosen deliberately because here we are getting some fractional terms. So we will see this carefully. This is a dividend 4x raised to 4 minus 5x cube plus 0x square minus 7x plus 1. Okay, check all the powers of whether all the powers are in the descending order. Yes, they are very much there, so that we can carry on. So first term is 4x raised to 4. 4x raised to 4 is the first term of the dividend, which is to be divided by first term of the divisor, which is 4x. 4 will get cancelled and you are left with x cube, right? This x cube will multiply each term of the divisor, giving you 4x square 4x raised to 4 and x minus x cube. Here the original sign is negative, so you have to change it to plus while doing the subtraction. So now minus 5x cube plus x cube, obviously that will give you nothing but what? Minus 4x cube. Here again I will remind you to be careful. In the first video clip itself, I had explained you about the basic rules of summation. I don't know how you apply your rules, but be careful whenever there is a negative sign. Here, since minus x cube is present and plus x cube, you have to add or subtract whatever. Signs are unequal, so you will have to find out a difference between them. The difference is what? 4x, sorry, here I have written square. 4x cube is the difference and the bigger number sign is negative. Therefore, the final answer should be holding negative sign, isn't it? That is why here minus 4x cube will come. So be careful while carrying out whenever you are carrying out such a type of summation. Then take down the 0x square down. Now this term is actually nothing but 0, but still you can still you have to carry on with the division because you will understand what I mean to say when I explain it further. Here the next term is nothing but x square, right? So you are multiplying, and then in order to here you will get what? Minus, after multiplication of minus x square with minus 1, you are getting nothing but plus x square, isn't it? And you have to change the sign here again. For this purpose you have to write down this step also, even if 0 is present, because the sign is going to change. Now the sign here will come as minus x square, and then the next term also you will take it down as minus 7x and the plus 1 also. Then the next step is same, minus x square, it is to be divided by 4x. So here you will get the fractional this thing, which is nothing but a fractional term, minus x upon 4. Now you will wonder that here in the quotient this fractional term is there, then why not in case of those sums yesterday what we were discussing? See here, though here fractional term is present, variable is not in the denominator, it is in the numerator. That is okay, that is allowed. Variable, if it is in the numerator, then it is allowed, but it should not be there in the denominator. See, right? So check out the difference. Now this minus x upon 4, it will multiply 4x and minus 1, and giving you nothing but minus x square and plus x upon 4. Now this actual calculation, if you want to see, it will go like this: 4x multiplied by x upon 4 4 will get cancelled. You're left with x square. Both are here, one of the term is negative, so the final answer will be nothing but minus, and minus x square will get cancelled and it will give you nothing but 0. And the second term is what? That also I will show you here. That is, if you multiply minus x upon 4 multiplied by minus 1, since both the terms are negative, the final answer should be positive, and that is why you are getting here the positive term x upon 4. Now here this minus 7x, okay, and the sign is changed. You have to change the sign, so it will turn into negative because original sign was positive. So it is addition of these two terms. So by doing the cross multiplication you can do it, okay, and because both the signs are negative, so you will have to add the two terms, not subtract, okay, and give the whatever the sign is present. So here after the cross multiplication you will get the term as 29 upon 4x, and then the same thing is repeated, same thing, nothing else. Again this 29 upon 4, it is to be divided by 4x, this term, so as to get this last term 29 upon 16. If you divide, like for say example, this 29 upon 4x, if you divide it by 4x, then what will happen? This x and x term will get cancelled from numerator and denominator, but this 4 and this 4, they will get multiplied, right? So that is why 4 4s are 16. So that is how we are getting this quotient term 29 upon 16 over here. And after that, again after multiplication you will get the same term, and these two terms will subtract each other giving you 0. And here after multiplication again you are getting plus 29 upon 16 term, right, because minus into minus will give you nothing but plus as an answer. And then you change the sign again before carrying out the subtraction, so that plus 1 minus 29 upon 16, it will look something like this, plus 1 minus 29 upon 16. Again you will have to carry out the cross multiplication, so 16 minus 16 only, no? It is plus 1 minus 29 upon, sorry, it is 29, it is not 26, that's what I was wondering. 29 upon 16, okay, so it is plus 1 minus 29 upon 16. So after cross multiplication you will get the final result as minus 13 upon 16. That is how. So please try out this sum also, because it is little difficult because of the fractions and all, and try it out. And still if you haven't understood, you can put a request for explaining this last term again also. I will explain it separately. For the time being I am sending you this video clip, and at around 7 o'clock I will give you a call, okay.